Sure, mate. Right, so today the plan is just mow, because believe it or not, we've got rain for the next like 7 or 8 days. Like I think tomorrow is 20 to 40 mil, and it just keeps going up and up and up. So I want to get this all mowed, and I'll talk about that why a little bit later in the video, but I want to get it done before this rain hits. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. So as I said at the start of the video, today is going to be mowing day. Now, lots of other things I could get done, but if we've got a week and a half of rain, I really want to keep mowing this lawn, to keep on top of it. Just because, believe it or not, regular mowing actually promotes a healthier lawn and actually helps to thicken it up as well. So I know it sounds ridiculous me doing that with, like, we're not mowing 12 acres, we're doing a little bit less than 12 acres, but a huge area like this. But the reason I want to keep on top of it is because I just want to show you guys the difference you can make to a property just by regularly mowing it. I know I'm going to be ripping out a lot of it, a lot of the grass, but we'll be doing that over the years. It's not going to be over like the next 6 months or something like that. Like there's that many projects coming up that I'm going to be able to, it's going to be flat out, to be honest. You can see the shed door is nearly ready to be installed. So actually my father-in-law and my brother-in-law have actually been working on this, so huge thanks to them for doing this. I have hardly done anything. I've been busy shooting videos and doing other stuff. I wish I could have helped a bit more, to be honest. But this should be done probably today, because our roller door turned up this morning. As you can see, oh yeah, it's just going to be so good. I can actually lock up the shed. It'll be awesome. So yeah, shout out to those guys for helping me out with this. Actually looks really, really good. Not sure how many of you guys will enjoy this video, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna love shooting it because I love mowing, and it doesn't matter if it's amazing grass or a little bit dodgy grass, or you know, whatever it is, I still love mowing grass. So sorry mate, you're not very excited about this. Today we're just gonna be mowing. I'll talk about a few things and about the projects that I've got planned, and I'll tell you why they haven't been happening yet as well. But definitely, like, I've got a lot of things in the back of my mind getting ready to happen, but it's just here, it's like we're still in winter in Orange. Like, we had a nearly snow last week, we got rain coming on and off. The Kikuyu isn't growing yet, so warm season grass isn't growing. Cool season grass is, but we've got nothing I really want to work with here yet with cool season grass until I install some. But we'll talk about stuff along the way, we'll mow some sections, talk about them, just have some fun with it. Just remember, just before we start mowing, I need to clean some rocks out just here. There's quite a few, and this is where I shattered that window on the granny flat. Just over here. So I'll quickly break up what I can, just the loose stuff, because that's definitely where the rock flew from. And fingers crossed, we don't break another window. Jobs you need to get the kids out to help you do. Go on, rock picking kitties. Sure they'd love it. So I've got a couple of rocks. Enough of the surface ones that I shouldn't see anything flick into that window. Fingers crossed, man. so that is the backyard done. And the reason I want to get the backyard done first is because, man, it gets wet after we get some rain. So out through this section here, from about that point there, through the middle of the yard, and just in front of that rock, you can see there, and then up near the hose link and even down through here, it just gets super duper wet. It gets ridiculously wet. Like especially like just here, this spot just there, nice low spot. So obviously we need to do a bit of drainage in this backyard. There's a few low spots too, so that the holes actually need to be filled in with either some soil or some sand. It depends on which way I go with it all. But you can see, so the thing on camera is you can't always see, but there's a big dip just there. And there tends to be like a little trench through here. When I originally first saw rain here, I thought it was actually a leak, but it's actually dried up pretty well now. And if it was a leak, you'd know about it. You'd see stuff everywhere, but there's just a little bit of a, like almost like a low trench through here. So I don't know if there's a line here that runs from a tank that runs down to the house. That might be where the actual water comes from our tank up the top there, who knows. But yeah, so this backyard needs a lot of stuff done to it, but I need to get it mowed more regularly than not at the moment, because as soon as you get water on this yard, it is drenched and you can't even get a mower on it. Not even a push mower, like it gets absolutely crazy. So when the time comes, this backyard, I'll probably be putting, I haven't decided what I'll put out the back here yet, but I'm contemplating putting in some zoysia out in the back area, and then possibly where all these trees are, doing some buffalo. That'll be one of our later projects though. We will not be doing that first. We're going to work with the Kikuyu first, then I want to start on the par 3 after that. And I'll sort of do them in between, as I've said, but I'll talk about that soonish and why I haven't started quite yet. So since we sprayed down that Destiny herbicide the other week, it's been about 5 days since I did that video. So you can see the ryegrass is actually starting to stand up. Onion grass, I'm actually struggling to find the onion grass at the moment, which is a good sign. I just can't seem to see the sticks I did when it was winter. I can still see it really thick out in the backyard, but here it just doesn't seem as thick anymore, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, the ryegrass is really starting to stand up. So it's a good sign that we've got a good knock on it, and we should start to see a little bit yellowing off in probably another week and a half or something like that. But as I said, the plan for this yard is, this is going to be like, I'm going to do a reno on this in about 2 weeks time. Before the renovation is done, towards the end of this week, even if it's raining, I'm going to pull out some tree roots, rocks, a bit of a mess in a few areas here. So we're going to clean this out before we do a reno, because I want to get a real mower on this within the next 2 months for sure. I'm going to start real mowing this and getting this Kikuyu down nice and tight. Now, the reason I'm only focusing on this lawn currently the most is because we don't have a lot of water, as I've told you guys. So we've got to sink a bore before I really start going nuts and putting irrigation in. I've got to make sure that we actually can find some water, because if we can't, mate, it's going to cost me a lot of money to keep sinking holes and trying to find a bore. So that's the thing. So I'm going to get a bore sunk. I've been chatting to the guys that are going to sink it for me, just trying to find the best spot, and I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and do it. Could cost me 15 grand, could cost me 40 grand. We've got to figure that out, but when that comes, we'll do it, we'll pay it, that'll be fine. Got to do what we've got to do to keep this channel running, and so we can keep doing projects on this place. Otherwise the par 3 probably won't happen if we don't have water, which we will, I know we will. So let's keep mowing, let's keep getting it done. I'm gonna finish my mowing all through this section here now, all up the side, and all through the guts here. So as I said in previous videos, through this area, probably a cool season blend with some fine fescue, maybe some tall fescue, just some grass that's gonna be great in the shade as well. By the way, I've been inside, had lunch, and come back out, so I can see the dog here. He's a bit running around chasing me. So I think that's gonna be probably it for the mowing. I'm actually gonna get the landscape blade out because it hasn't rained yet, which I'm actually surprised that it hasn't rained yet. I thought it would have rained by now. It was predicted to rain at 12, it's now 12:31, but there's a high chance in 2 hours. So I have never actually landscape bladed or whippied on this property yet, only out the front with the Kikuyu. So let's get that done, because under trees and around the fences and a couple of different things, there's just grass everywhere. So I've got the questions still continually about these things, these landscape blades, because I guess there's new guys watching the videos. Appreciate you guys as well. Now this is a landscape blade or rotary scissors. So I got this set here from Bush Ranger. You can also get these separately, just the heads, from the guys at Old Time Parts. So he's actually sent me one to try out to hook up on my Toro system. Well, I got a Toro system being sent to me by Toro. With their battery unit, so I'm going to hook up one of the landscape blades to that. So shout out to my man Jason from Old Time Parts for sending me that. But yeah, the reason I love this thing is because it doesn't flick grass into your legs and gives a cleaner cut, and actually cuts through a lot more as well than your whippy would. Plus you're not continuously changing your cord, so that is why I love these bad boys. I reckon I might have just bent it. Oh, I did. Well, damn it. So, just to troubleshoot actually before we finish anything up is we'll put this one on, make sure we've got the right bits. So these kits here from Old Time Parts, so this is the landscape blade from Old Time Parts. So it actually comes with a kit to attach it to basically any unit. And it comes with these little sleeves here, which should fit in the majority of the most common units out there. So I'm gonna say it's probably, so you can see they've got all different like keyholes in them, I guess, is that the word? I don't know. Right, that's in there. Get that on. There we go. Beautiful. Right, let's try it out. So with my other landscape blade, I'm going to fix it. I just wanted to see if the other one worked, just to do a bit of a troubleshooting thing to make sure it wasn't the actual unit itself that was stuffing up. But yeah, man, annoying. Hitting a rock or something like that. I didn't think it would actually do that, but obviously I must have smacked it pretty hard. I can see where it's bent, and it's actually got a little bit of a, like just a little bit of the metal or something, whatever it is on there, has actually peeled back a little bit, so I just need to file it out so it actually, the teeth just run back and forth on the rotary scissors there. Well, I'm gonna wrap the video up now because I have to get inside and do some other work. I have to get some emails done, do some orders for the website, because I do all that stuff as well. So wish I could just be out here all day and just shoot videos. That'd be awesome. Maybe one day, maybe one day. But thanks guys so much for watching, really appreciate it. Those areas that I missed with the landscape blade will be fine. I might even try to come out tomorrow morning and just finish them off before I edit this video. Just before the rain comes in, because it's supposed to be here now. I don't know what's going on with it. The sun's like coming out at the moment, it's ridiculous. It started like sprinkling earlier than it stopped, but it says 20 to 40 tomorrow, 5 to 10 today, so it must be kicking in later. So about 3 AM in the morning now. It's all changed, it's all shifted, so the storm's obviously pushed back a bit. That's alright, we still got all the mowing done before this rain comes in for the next little while, so I'm glad we got that done. Yeah, I tell you what, I love mowing. And as I said during the middle of that video there, like, the reason I'm mowing so continuously is because, for starters, It helps my OCD. I hate looking at grass that's overgrown after working on a golf course. It's just sort of the way it is. And it also helps promote a healthier lawn if you do regular mowing and don't just cut it once every month or once every 2 months, scalp it back, and then it just struggles like crazy. Yeah, anyway, thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.